Hi there, Malcolm here with my 248th Booktube video, and today I'll be bringing you a review of Criminal Book 1, Coward, by Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips. Now, Coward follows the character of Leo, who is a career criminal who has a, not necessarily special ability, but he knows when things are going to go wrong and gets out of there as soon as he can. That's how he stayed out of prison, it's how he stayed alive and out of trouble. You know, he's known by the police, but they have nothing on him, and they can never catch him in the act. And effectively, the story follows Leo as he is conscripted by some corrupt police officers to organise a heist on an armoured vehicle to acquire a case full of diamonds. And as usual in these sort of crime capers, there's a backstabbing that takes place that Leo saw coming a mile off, but not necessarily when it happened, and has to go on the run with stuff that is definitely not diamonds. Now, I'm not really one for a crime caper. I do appreciate Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels and Snatch, but it's not really my sort of thing, and I don't know why I picked it up, except it had book 1 on the front, and having flicked through I thought, oh, I'll give it a go, and actually found it a very satisfying read. Leo is, despite being a criminal, a very likeable character. You do get a bit of his past, how he came to be in the position he is in, and really the lack of options and choice he had meant that the life he lives really was inevitable, to be honest. But he's also one of those criminals with a conscience. You know, he won't allow people to get hurt, he won't deal in certain things. You know, he's not totally victimless, but he's not one for causing direct pain to anyone. And of course, the sudden and inevitable betrayals we've seen 100 times before in various things, and so none of those were particularly new or surprising, but they played out well. A few other characters knocking about in here, which really increases the value of the story. You know, he looks after his former carer, Ivan, mentor to his father, and ended up looking after Leo when his dad got arrested and then killed in prison. But now Ivan is old and with dementia, but still very apt at picking pockets, and as a randy sod as well. Mind of a 20-something sex fiend pickpocket in the body of a decrepit old man makes for some interesting encounters, as well as other acquaintances of his, new and old, good and bad. And all the while, Mr. Big, the original owner of the briefcase, is wanting his stuff back and his revenge on anyone who has wronged him. Gritty, gripping, and again an art style that I don't normally care for, but I felt really worked with this type of story. I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would. I'd say it's probably worth buying, although my only hang-up really is that each book of the criminal series seems to follow a different character. So this is Leo's story, and then we go on to somebody else in book 2. And we don't necessarily see Leo again. I don't know if he's like a peripheral character in the wings in somebody else's story, but I really got to like Leo, and it's a shame that we probably won't get to see him going forwards. However, having said that, I know that Amazon, I think, have got the rights to this and are currently making a show featuring the characters from this book particularly, so that might be worth a look in, again for those who like that sort of thing. But yeah, very much sort of pulp fiction / Snatch, but with the humour side really played down. It's not funny, but that's not the main crux of what it is. It's a crime story first. So there you go. Have you read any of Criminal? Have you read Coward? Did you like it? What did you think? Do you like a series that follows a different character in each story, or do you prefer to follow the same character throughout? Comments down below, please. As usual, if you have nothing nice to say, then please keep it to yourself. Thank you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and other YouTubey things if you want. Until next time, see you later.